up, turn right 245, report local line established 27 left. Right 245, local line established 27 left. Alderney 79 Alpha, turn left heading 360 degrees. 0232, you can start reducing speed now, but not less than 160 until you reach 4. On level 160 for 4, speed bird 32. Alderney 79 Alpha, turn left heading 305, report local line established on 27 left.
So we had a couple of hours to kill in Guernsey before getting on another flight to Alderney, so Nick's parents took us to a few spots to see the German forts built during the Second World War. Guernsey has a history dating back millennia, but the most obvious blotches on its landscape are the German forts, bunkers, gun turrets and shelters. Hitler was obsessed that the Allies would try and regain the Channel Islands at any price, so 20% of their resources was committed to this cause. And the evidence is still there today. They used 47,000 cubic tonnes of concrete in their construction. One of the highlights was this battery dolmen gun pit. It was buried with 1,000 tonnes of soil after the war because the residents wanted to forget about it. Then in '97, the Guernsey Armoury decided to dig it out and restore it and replace the missing gun, a French 22cm K532, with one salvaged from Jersey. It's an impressive sight and you can still explore all the tunnels and rooms that are still there.
So here we are in Guernsey on the way to Alderney, and this is a druid stone. According to legend, if you walk around the stone once and place your finger in the hole, it will bring good fortune throughout your life. Starting with fantastic finds on Alderney. So where's the hole? Oh, here it is. Hang on, so you put your finger in the hole, and then what do you do?
You have to, no, you have to walk around the stone once and then place your finger in the hole.
Okay, ready?
Go.
My finger is in the hole.
Do you feel better?
I feel very lucky now. Do you want to see my finger in the hole?
Well, that's a question I thought I'd never be asked from you, Nicola. There it is.
There it is. If I leave it in a bit longer, I might have even more good luck.
Give it a wiggle. There we go. That's a good technique.
You're now looking at the luckiest girl around for miles.
Let's hope we get some luck in the muck.
River 232, contact tower 18.5. Channel 14 Papa, localised established 27 left. Level 14 Papa, descent microwave reduced to 160, maintained to 4. The microwave 160 to 4, Channel 14 Papa. River 851, turn right heading 180 degrees. Right heading 180 degrees, River 851. Turn 360 degrees, left heading 020. River 851, turn right.
Welcome to Alderney.
Oh, thank you very much. Isn't it beautiful? That's the shortest flight.
All right, my lovers, how you doing? I can't believe I'm back with Chill Bill. It's been years.
Couldn't stay away.
We're getting together, we're reunited again, and we're going metal detecting on this beautiful field behind me. Of course, the glamorous Nicola White. She's going to have some luck in the muck today.
I do hope so.
I think the last time we went out, you found a beautiful Celtic poty.
Yeah,
so
I did.
What a great find that was. So you got some beating to do today to get past that.
Yeah, I know, but I've got a really good feeling about it, you know.
Yeah, me too. I think, you know, we know that there's the generous landowner has let us on here, and we've found things that he's found in the past. Beautiful Roman coins, rings, artifacts, lots of military presence in this area. So there's got to be something to be found, right?
I agree, but I think you shouldn't say of all the marvellous things that you might find, because you never do. I think we're going to find some 2p pieces, some old 5p bits, and maybe a pound coin or two.
Yeah, and also don't forget that yesterday I stuck my finger in a lucky druid stone.
She did.
And that means apparently I'm going to get good luck for the rest of my life. So let's see if that druid stone is true.
That's a good point.
Or not. And you stuck your finger in the druid stone as well.
I did. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I cut myself doing it.
You don't know what we're talking about, do you?
I kind of guess, but it sounds rather revolting. I saw a druid and I stuck up my finger in his hole. I mean, no.
He didn't mind. Anyway, let's get some luck in the muck. Alright, Clem's choosing his weapon. Weapon of choice. What have you gone for? The Spade Master 3.4, that is. So, yeah. I like the look of that silvery one. I like that one. Nice shiny one. There we go, Chillbill's first little find. Decent artifact of the day. Little thimble.
Taylor thimble.
With no tip. I'll give you a tip. Try and find one with a tip.
I don't want your tip, mate. That's for the X-rated version. This is a Taylor thimble.
Yeah.
19th century, 1900s, 1800s, late 1800s.
There you go. It's top find so far.
Yeah.
Only been here 5 minutes, so all to play for.
So that's all we're going to find for the next.
Well, first little find, I believe, is a little coin.
Well done. Thank you.
Nice one, Ed. I think it is plain, and I did scratch it with the thing. It was so hard to get. I did put my spade through it. Never mind. I don't think it's ever anything super wonderful. It's probably a little farthing. I'll get the mud off anyway. Oh yeah, it's completely blank disc, so it doesn't matter that I scratched it, but I'll try and be more careful in the future, I promise. Oh, that was a deep signal. So I literally gone about 10 inches for this signal, and it was, I believe, a candlestick holder. That's not bad. Kind of cool. Probably worth the dig. I'm glad I didn't scratch this one. I was extra careful. I think it's a candlestick holder, or is it a bell? Well, maybe. Do you know what I think this might be, actually? I think this might be a candle snuffer. Because that hoop there would have held a long stick, and it would have snuffed out candles. I'll ask the other guys what they think later, but I'm going with candle snuffer at this moment in time. Well, you know, we dig a hole, we get the spoil, and there's a signal in here, and I thought I'd share the opening with you. A reasonable signal. Anyway, let's see if there's anything good inside. Oh, was that it? Yep, it's there. It's coin shaped. Or is it just a lump of lead? Oh! Ah, it's a little fastener. Like from a corset or some underwear or something. Ooh la la. Now, fill in the hole and go on to the next one. Ah, one little horse buckle.
Yeah, so I've just called Simon over to have a look at this and see what he thinks, and he tells me it's a little brooch, so I'm going to give it a little squirt, some water, and see what's underneath. So
I can see a couple of little gems.
little like enamel type stuff.
Like there's a couple of little
Ooh.
what's names?
Yeah, oh look at that. Yeah, so maybe some kind of maybe Georgian or Victorian little brooch or something.
Oh yeah, it's lovely.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Well done.
That's nice. So Simon, as a detectorist and slightly better than me, you've had a lot more experience. What's the best thing to do now? I mean, I've got a little brush. Can I brush it?
Yeah, you can brush it.
Give a little brush off. I don't want to.
No, that's fine. You got to get the mud out there anyway.
Yeah.
So water and a brush is perfect. I find it's nicer to do it out in the field anyway, rather
Yeah.
but the only thing you need to be careful about
Careful is those stones coming out.
Yeah. But
Okay, well we get a good idea of what it is there, don't we?
Yeah, that's lovely. Would have had a stone in the middle, I reckon, as well. Maybe some all around the outside. So put some garnets in there.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well done, Nick.
Thank you.
Well, I've just dug up what I think could be a nice little Roman coin. We're going to clean it together. There it is. Got my spray. Let's give it a wash. Ooh. Exciting, exciting. It's getting thinner by the second. Oh, I think it's just another, I don't think it's a Roman. Nice patina on it though. Oh, looks like it might just be another one of those plain farthings. Oh, it's 2 coins though. Well, I can actually see some lettering on it. It's got on there, oh, it's a France, it's a French coin. It's probably double turmoil. Oh, Clem will know this, let's go and take it to him. Clem, I think I found one of your coins. As in,
You keep saying that.
yeah, it's, oh really? Can you identify that? I can see the word France on it, so I'm thinking maybe a double.
Liard.
It's a Liard.
Well, maybe not. I don't know yet. It will be. Oh, it's got writing on it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, France. There we are, boys and girls. It will say Liard de France, and it will say where it's minted here, which I don't know the mint mark, and I can't even read it.
Well, it's
So,
yeah.
Louis the 15th,
Yeah.
and a Liard was 3 units. So you've got a denier, meaning 1, I think denier, and then there's 2, double tournoir, and then there's a 3 unit, which is this baby here.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
on the other side will be the king with his crown on the back of his head.
Yeah,
like
the other side's so flat and worn, but I've seen these in your videos, so
Yeah,
I thought you were the man to ask.
the French were here.
Superb.
Maybe on the run, you know, because obviously, you know, those aristos that were going to get their head cut off, you know, you'd run to the nearest place, which wasn't actually France. Interesting enough, Guernsey, round the corner, had Victor Hugo on it, because he was a Republican, and when Napoleon III got in, he went, rhubarb, rhubarb, king, don't like, no, no, no. And they went, right, you're in exile now. So he goes to Belgium, and the Belgian goes, oh no, scary, scary, oh, Republican, no, we got a king, no, go away. So he goes to London, doesn't think much of that, goes to Guernsey, and lives there for 13 years, wrote Les Miserables there. So this was a sort of like a little enclave for people who were on the run, or were political, you know, sort of political asylum with the British.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, just a wealth of knowledge, aren't you?
A fountain of liquid.
There he goes, look. Best dressed man on YouTube. Well, now Nick's getting on. Well, just caught up with Nick. How you getting on, Nick?
Well, I have found a lovely military button,
Ooh,
Royal
cool.
Artillery button. See if I can get it out of the little...
Wonderfully placed searcher merchandise there. Subliminal, isn't it?
Right, so here it is. Look, it's a lovely
yeah.
Royal Artillery button.
Oh, beautiful.
Isn't it nice?
That is nice.
Also, part of a little thimble.
Oh,
Isn't that gorgeous?
that's adorable.
It's
done well.
probably a child's one.
I think you're right.
And I've got this. I think it's part of a button. Oh yeah, I'm pretty certain it is actually. I hoped it might be a silver coin, but I fear it is a little bit.
I'll take those two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a...
Oh yeah, it's a little button. There we go. You're getting some nice small signals though. I mean, you're not just digging up bits of bits of Coke can and lumps of iron.
I've got
so
a few of those too.
but you're not going to show us those. Well, that's a nice signal. Nice 23, solid 23, both ways. Let's see what it is. Ooh. Well, that signal was this. It looks like an aluminium top to something. It's quite a nice design. I'm not sure what it says. Something face. Dirty face. Dirty face. Yeah. Oh well, it's an interesting lid. I'll be able to find out what that is. This tin lid was made by Gibbs and was a toothpaste made in the 1920s going by the name of dentifrice. Before the days of tubed toothpaste, it was supplied in metal tins, and you used it like a soap, as seen here. Before tin, the pots are made from ceramic, which we often find mudlarking and bottle digging, often with beautiful designs to attract the consumer. Well, I've got a hat trick. of Liards. There we go. That's a nice one actually. Actually, do you know what? That's something a bit different. I've got some other legends around the other side. Let me give it a quick wash. Oh yeah, I can see a fleur-de-lis. 3 French coins. I must be in the French hotspot. That's like Clem said. Coming over here and getting out of exile. Dropping their coins.
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh, that's nice.
Look,
Oh.
I've got an escutcheon, or as I prefer to call it, a keyhole. A beautiful decorative keyhole. I suppose that was probably on a chest or trunk at some point, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I think you've got to find the rest of the trunk now.
Yeah.
It's going to be around here somewhere.
I'm really pleased with that. Actually.
Excellent. That'll clean up nicely.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, we've had a coin. Lizzie too. I think it's a little, maybe a shilling or something. Could be an Alderney one, which is nice. Nice local coin. Let me give it a quick wash and we'll get a bit of detail. 1992. Oh, it's a jersey, 10p. 10p jersey. That's pretty cool though. Never found one of those before. They can't be that common. Nice. This coin is from the neighbouring island of Jersey. It's only from 1992 but depicts the prehistoric monument Valdue Dolmen. Built some 6,000 years ago, it's a Neolithic burial site. It was concealed with mud for years, but the Victorians uncovered it and found skeletons in the seated position and grave goods, including pots, pendants and polished stone tools. There's a passage 5 metres in length which leads to a circular burial chamber covered by a great 24-ton capstone and enclosed by smaller circular granite stones, which would have been transported from Mont Orgueil, a few miles away, a massive feat back then to perhaps commemorate a very important person. What a nice square clod. And out has just popped a coin. Oh, that's nice. I don't recognise that, you know. Let me give it a quick squirt and I'll get back to you. Well, it's quite an interesting coin. I'm not sure what it is. Nice little triangle though and a crown above it. I don't know what it is, but I know a man who may do. Now we have a mystery coin here, old boy.
This is beyond my... That's a cesium.
Oh, you know it?
Yeah, it's a cesium.
What's that? What's a cesium?
It's 6.
6.
Or whatever cesium is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cesium. 6.
It's got the
It's
2.
6.
It's got the...
And it's from 1680.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And it's in great nick because normally they're completely polished on both sides. And yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's got a fleur-de-lis on there.
Yeah,
So
I think it's Louis the 14th.
Oh wow!
I could be wrong, but anyway, that's called a cesium.
Yeah, cesium.
When I found my first one of these, it took me like 5 hours to find it on the interweb. And
well, yeah, well, we didn't know what it was.
well, with French coins, there aren't that many of them, but French aren't really into numismaticism like the English are. They're not coin collectors, big time. So they just found a huge gold hoard of Louis d'Ors a couple of years ago. They put it out for auction and they were going for basically 10% of what they would have gone for if they were English. Because the English are just all over, and the Americans all over English coinage, and Japanese as well. But the French, who were much richer than everybody else because they were the superpower, they were the America of their day in the 1600s and 1700s. And it wasn't until their revolution and the aftermath of that absolutely crushed them. There was 30 million French people just before the French Revolution, and there's now 60 million.
Right.
There were 6 million British people at the same time. There's now 60 million. So Germany and England population went up by 10 times from just before the French Revolution to now. French population twice.
Wow.
Because they lost huge proportion of the population in the Revolution, then in the Napoleonic War, then there's a Franco War, and then there's a First World War and a Second World War. So basically, the Glorious Revolution, or whatever they called it, basically completely broke them and stopped them being the superpower of Europe, and they became a very, very, slowed them right the way down. And population only doubled in that period of time, whereas everyone else's went up by tenfold. So that shows you what an effect is. But anyway, that was Louis the whatnot, and that's the cesium, that's the 6. So we're seeing the deniers, which are 1, tournois, which are 2, liards, which are 3, and this is 2 liards.
Oh, wicked. Thank you very much.
There you go, nice find, lovely find.
You see, man, that's what happens when you detect in France a lot. You get to know every single French coin, so thanks very much for that, dude. Excellent. Wow. What an amazing find.
Uncommon.
Uncommon. I've forgotten the name of it already.
CZM.
CZM.
Seize the day.
CZM. Right. Let's take that knowledge with us. Yes, what a great find. Well, we've moved on to a new field. Lovely and picturesque. Look, you've got the ocean behind us, Atlantic Ocean, and got my first signal. Come and have a look. Nice little button. There we go, look. That's lovely. I'm happy with that. Yeah, beautiful little, probably Victorian era little flower button. Yeah, very nice. Well, that's a big old button. Big old dandy button. That's cool, I like that. Just to remind you guys, look at my view for the day. Isn't that beautiful? There's Jim over there, our host. Oh, look at that, what techniques they've just spade up. Classic Jim, that is.
So, our lovely host, Jim, has just found this ring, which is an IHS ring. I'm no Christian historian, but I believe that means something like under the protection of Jesus Christ our Saviour, something like that. And this looks like something from the late 1600s.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
And I can't remember what the IHS stands for, but it's something like under the protection of Jesus.
Look at that, it's complete and everything. Under protection of Jesus.
Or whatever that phrase is, it's IHS.
Wow.
ITHS. It's kind of, you know,
that's wonderful.
Jesus our Saviour, that kind of thing. It's Latin, but I'm no
Well done, Jim.
Christian child. Yeah, but that will be 1600s, 1700s. So it's really early.
Mm.
And
Find of the day.
Yeah, definitely. Well done, Jim.
Well, coin number 9. Again, not much to look at on this one, but it took a bit of digging this one. I want to get 10 by the end of the day. Everywhere we go, we find a musket ball. Yep, and this one's been squished, so maybe it hit something. Most probably. Everywhere we go, we find a musket ball. Whew, coin number 10. Oh, what a beautiful plug. 10th coin of the day. And there's not a lot to look at the moment. I might give it a little wash, but yeah, probably another one of those little French 17th century coins, double turmoil, all them lot. Nice. Well, over there is Francais. Bonjour.
So, you know, I just found this coin over there. And so I've come over to see if Clem might be able to enlighten me a little bit as to what it could be, because I can see a little bit of lettering on there, but
Because I'm an infamous numismaticist.
yeah.
And that is a coin, you're right. And it's going to be, I think, oh yeah, it's going to be it might be Louis the 15th, but it's going to be a 1. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, no, that's right. This is what's called a denier, which is a 1. And then you get a double tournois, which is a 2. And then you get a liard, which is a 3 units. And then you get a soissons, the cesium, which Sci-Fine's found, which is a 6. And then you go to 12s, which are sols, and double 12s, which are 24s, and then you start getting into silver.
Oh, nice.
And then it all leads up to a gold coin, which is a livre being pound, 240 whatnots to a doodah. So this is your basic unit. This is your pocket money. This is your farthing. This is your, I don't know, probably what it would be. Probably wouldn't get you a pint. Maybe it would.
And it's Louis the 15th, did
It
you
looks
say?
like Louis the 15th.
Louis the 15th, possibly.
But there was like 18 of them, so it was one of them.
Tiny, but very old, so I'm very pleased.
Well done.
1740-ish, maybe 1715-ish.
Oh.
Yeah, and the thing was, the French being the economic power of the world, really, or certainly of Europe at the time, they came up with this great idea to give their peasants, nigh on slaves, money so they could transact, and you know, it was a groovy economic idea at the time. The English went, no, it's silver or gold, copper, no. You're only going to go lose it, aren't you? And then what we're going to do for copper? No, you can't have that. And it wasn't until Charles II that copper kind of came in, and it really wasn't almost until, you know, just before Queen Victoria, George III and all that lot, that kind of decided that they should have currency for their peasants and that people should have money, not just high value stuff like silver and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, thank you very much, Clem.
I know there's way more than you wanted to hear.
But aren't I lucky to have Clem here to be able to explain that?
I make it all up as I go along. I make it up. It's not true.
Look, Clem's emptying his knickers of all his finds.
Leave
That
my
was
knickers
cool.
out.
That was a I bet you thought that was a dog tag or something for a second. The
Well,
holding.
I did, 3 of them, yeah. It's kind of dog tag shape.
Mm.
So bullet, big lumpo, could be Roman lead weight. It's a very, very big lumpo.
Oh, nice
That's
bit of buckle.
a anchor buckle. What word did you use for it? You
Um,
shouted at me, you said, you anchor, didn't you?
I said whale tail.
Well tail, thank you. And this thing,
Oh,
Which-
I love that.
which Si's going to claim is a hair curler for a Victorian lady, but I think it's a Roman or Bronze Age
I think
thing.
it might be quite nice as a little moustache there.
Correct.
Or what's the Charlie Chaplin? Which one did he? Oh no, Picasso. No,
Dali.
Dali, and then Dennis Hopper, Easy Rider.
So anyway,
I got a few coins as well. You done well.
loads of coins, yeah. Well, Days 2, you know, incredibly sensitive.
So we've taken a little break from detecting and we're going to go exploring. Where are we going then, Jim?
We've got some caves.
Oh, cool.
Ammunition caves.
Yeah?
WATERLANE ammunition caves. We're going to go and have a look at them.
Oh, brilliant. And when were they built?
Well, wartime. Occupation.
Yeah, cool. All right, and they're a bit unsafe, so we've got,
Well,
Jim's got his hat on, and we've got some torches,
something hard hat on.
so it's going to be pretty dark in there. Hello, how are you?
That's better.
Is this the entrance? Wow. That's why you need torches. Mine's red, Nick. Bit of Blair Witch Project this, isn't it? As we have learned, Alderney was occupied by the Germans during World War II, and they made use of the features on the island to maximise their impact. These caves were one of them, and they used slave labour to mine tunnels in which to store munitions and fuel, and it's where Hitler's lieutenants planned to build flying bombs to blitz Britain. New carpet and some wallpaper to make a nice home. Well look, I found an old bottle. Maybe one of the guards were drinking that. It's not modern. definitely the right era. I'll leave that there though. Keep it in situ. So just there is where they most likely drilled a hole and then put dynamite down it to create the tunnels. But they needed a lot of help clearing the rubble away. All hand cut by slaves, prisoners of war. The old railway tracks there still survive. The slaves were mainly Jewish and were imprisoned in the only concentration camp ever on UK soil, known as SYLT. Now, only the gates remain and a plaque remembers them. We have to navigate through wet, muddy, dark conditions to reach one of the 2 stores. One of these used to contain beds, but have since disappeared. Jim tells us that he has once seen the Jewish Star of David drawn onto the walls, but we couldn't find it on this occasion. Here we have a large steel metal turntable used to turn the fully loaded trams around in the stores. I think it's time to get out of here. What do you think, guys? 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 Where did they go? Using the trowel to get down the deep and pulled out what looks to be a lovely Napoleonic style button.
Do you want to see the winner of the day, unless you've got a really great find?
Oh wow, you have got a lovely cat badge.
Oh, wow, yeah. Look at it, that's beautiful. And you can actually see the fireplace at the next floor. Oh, blimey. Yeah, no, yours is bigger. Hey. Woo! I can go home happy now.